All right, fight fans, let's bring out our next bout of the evening. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Keeton Gorton.
This is going to be one heck of the fight, as Keeton Gorton is looking to rely on his kickboxing and catch wrestling skills to take the fight to Horacio Escobar. Keeton will look to control the fight and impose his game plan against his very tough opponent. Now, Gorton trains out of the Chop Shop MMA, where he gets a lot of training with UFC's Johnny Bedford.
Johnny Bedford is a tough guy. I'd love to have somebody like that to train with. You only get better training with those experienced fighters.
Now, I tell you what, he lost his last fight by a very controversial split decision, and he went and he took that loss to really work on what he needed next.
That's a sign of a true professional. When you lose, you have to learn from that loss and better yourself. Even if he thought he won and it was a controversial loss, you get yourself better. You work on the holes in your game and make yourself a better fighter.
And what he's really looking for now is he wants to take this and improve with every fight. So I cannot wait to see this one. This is going to be a great one to kick us back off here onto the main card of Shamrock pay-per-view.
All right, let's bring out his opponent tonight. Fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Horacio Escobar.
Horacio Escobar is a scrapper. Horatio is looking to keep this fight standing. He does want to go nowhere near the ground. Now, he again also splits his time between two training camps with American Top Team HD and Welcome Mat Boxing. Escobar sports a perfect 3-0 record and looks to extend that win streak tonight, but he seems to have a little problem making weight.
Here's the thing, Jeremy, with that 3-0 record, he hasn't made weight once. You are a professional fighter. It is your job to make weight for your fights.
Now, Kevin, as a professional MMA fighter, and I know that you have never missed weight, what does that do to you when your opponent comes in and misses like that?
It really makes you mad, and it makes you know that he has a size advantage on you.
And as we see here by the tail of the tape, it was a significant amount in 4 pounds missing at the weigh-ins.
That's not even close, Jeremy. It's almost like he didn't even try. Either he's out of shape, which would be a big mistake coming into this fight out of shape, or he just didn't try hard enough to lose weight.
You know, and he also sports a very interesting hairdo, which, you know, of course, you gotta love in mixed martial arts.
That is a fancy mohawk he's coming out here with.
But I tell you what, now, the thing that really does get me, though, about this of the whole missing weight, I talked to him yesterday, and he was just drawn. He didn't want to talk to me in the weigh-ins because he was so dehydrated. But again, he was still sweating when we were talking.
You know, trying to cut that much weight, if you try and cut too much weight, you know, that could really affect you in the fight. You know, he could be in great shape and just cut too much weight, and it really shows and wears him down as this fight goes on.
So he, in this fight, may actually be a natural 145er.
That's what it's looking like to me.
All right, so let's send it up to the cage to get this one started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, fighting out of the blue corner this evening, weighing in at 134.5 pounds, fighting out of Sherman, Texas. Give it up for Keeton Gorton. His opponent tonight, fighting from across the cage out of the red corner this evening. He weighs in at 138.5 pounds, hailing from Kansas City, Kansas. Give it up for Horacio Escobar.
All right, fellas, you got any questions, sir? Any questions? Touch them up right here. God bless you. Come out, fight.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC Bantamweight division. Horacio Escobar in the red and Keeton Gorton in the blue.
Gorton comes out fast, taking the center of that ring.
Gorton is definitely looking to establish himself as the aggressor in this fight.
Gorton getting a little too close. He's a little bit taller. He needs to use that length.
Oh! Now, Kevin, we have Horatio, who is now in guard. And what does he do now here working to get to a more dominant position?
Well, he's either going to work a submission or he's going to want to try and work to get up. I like to get up off the fence. I'm going to push my back off the fence, get an underhook, and sit up.
Now, with him being more of a scrapper and a banger, he really wasn't ready, he said, to go to the ground. He wanted to keep this fight standing when we talked about his keys to victory.
Right now he's in half guard. He needs to get an underhook with his left hand and use the cage to stand up. He needs to watch out for that guillotine while he's doing it.
Now, we definitely have Keeton in a more dominant position here as he begins to land multiple shots with that left hand to Horacio's face.
Gorton's trying to hold him down, land some good shots as he goes.
He's got a leg.
He's got a single leg. He needs to get in between his legs. Lets it go, lands a big elbow. Gorton seems to have a bit of a speed advantage on the feet.
You know, and I think that Gorton's heart is really what he's wanting to bring into this fight. He is wanting to take this and use his...
Nice double leg. Picks him up and slams him down, ends up in Escobar's guard.
Escobar now starting to work the elbows.
Gorton not really doing a lot of damage from here. He needs to posture up and punch or look for a pass. Escobar shrimping to get back to the cage so he can work a stand-up.
And I believe that there's a little bit of blood over Horacio's right eye now.
Yeah, we got a small cut there. Horatio working with wrist control, maybe looking for a triangle, lets it go. Sitting there with closed guard, you're not going to get up that way. You got to open that guard up and move your hips.
He's definitely looking to try to pass here, I think.
Nice short elbow from Gorton.
Just under 2 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the round.
Escobar almost up. He's looking to use that fence. He needs to get an underhook with his left hand or he could get his back taken.
Now, Gorton is starting to land some big left hands here to the side of Escobar's head.
Big punches from Escobar on the stand-up.
He is definitely here to bang, Kevin.
With that extra weight, it seems that Escobar has a bit of a power advantage on Gorton. Gorton definitely speed. Escobar looks to have the power.
Now, how does a bad weight cut like that, will that deal with his cardio and his stamina coming into this fight?
Can definitely tire you out. Definitely tire you out. Nice right hand from Gorton.
Horatio working a big right hand there. We are just under 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the fight. All right, in this first round. Nice front kick.
Gorton, now he's using his movement, keeping his distance, looking to pick Escobar apart from the outside, uses length. Oh, big left hand from Escobar.
Answered right back from Gorton. Escobar throwing that looping right hand. Not much connect. Oh, big
nice
head kick.
Escobar catches it. Looking to do some damage with some punches.
Looking to rain down that ground and pound.
Nice by Gorton. Pushes the hips off, gets a nice easy stand up. Nice short right hand from Gorton. Using his speed.
Definitely the speed seems to be playing more of a factor. We are under 30 seconds here. Again, he's throwing those big looping right hands.
Big overhand rights. Gorton's seeing them coming, though.
Less than 10 seconds now in
Nice
round
jabs
one.
from Gorton.
And that is the end of round one. Now, Kevin, what would you say took that round? Who was the big winner in that one?
I think Gorton used his speed and length to edge out that round, landing some good jabs. I'd give that round to Gorton slightly.
So then with that now, what are you doing and what are you telling your fighter in the corner?
Gorton needs to keep doing what he's doing. Keep the length. But he doesn't want to rush in when he lands these strikes. He wants to land these punches at the end of his punches. Long arms, long punches and kicks. Escobar needs to get a little more aggressive. Throw those big punches, but not that looping right hand that Gorton can see coming from a mile away. He needs to hide it behind a jab.
Yeah, I definitely think Gorton here is showing that he is really looking to do this. He always needs his motivation, and this one is definitely his wife and his kids. We're about to get going here with round 2. And here we go. And we have a doctor check. I believe that he's checking the cut.
Didn't think it was cut that bad.
No, it didn't seem to be that bad, Kevin.
Maybe it's blurring his vision.
Really?
The fight's over.
And we have a doctor stoppage, and Horacio has taken the win due to that. And we are getting word that Gorton's jaw is definitely broken. Interesting. That must have been one heck of a shot to break someone's jaw like that, Kevin.
That's a tough guy that has a broken jaw and wants to keep fighting. Gorton did not want to stop fighting. He wanted to keep fighting.
Yeah, at all. I mean, he doesn't seem to have any ill effects, but it was definitely something that the commission and the doctor saw that we did not.
Absolutely. That's a dangerous thing. Again, we're working on fighter safety as first and foremost.
Well, with that, let's throw it back up to the cage to Stephen Bear for all of our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has ended at the end of the first round. Your winner by TKO due to injury and a broken jaw. Give it up for Horacio Escobar!
Horacio Escobar showing nothing but respect for his opponent there.